Okay, I'm going to try a quick little audio test here. Testing on if it's choppy. If it's not, I will keep it the same. If it is, I will restart. Test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Paxton Gordon here. Test 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Checking again, 1, 2, 3, test on the audio. If all good, we'll be continuing on. Here, just a couple of minutes before the start of this game versus Beatrice. FNBO Nationals 2-0 on the Kearney Hastings tournament. Let's see if they can go 3-0 here against Beatrice. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing again on the audio to see if it's any choppy. We're going to get started here relatively soon for the lone game today for the North Platte FNBO Nationals. Are taking on Beatrice today here in Hastings. They're 2-0 on day number 1. Looking to maybe go 3-0 at the conclusion of today's game. Starting maybe around noon. Again, that's when the scheduled start time is, so I'd assume that is when the Nationals will start their first game here, well, their lone game of the day, against Beatrice. Again, just checking the audio to see if everything is up to snuff. If not, please do leave something in the comments. I do appreciate everybody who is listening in and commenting as well. It's always fun to interact and see you guys. I'll be back here in maybe about 20 minutes for, well, 10 minutes for the start of our pregame show and 20 minutes overall for the start of game time.
FNBO Baseball, also brought to you by Larry's Glass, the D&N Event Center. Another round in River's Edge Golf Course. Come have another round with them. Great Plains Health and Great Plains Home Care. Larry's RV. Bill Summers Ford Honda Lincoln Nissan. North Platte Public Schools. Willow Creek Embroidery. Quick Stop Convenience Stores. And Runs Up. Let's play ball. FNBO Baseball from FM 98.1 and AM 1410. And live stream video at NorthPlattePost.com. Here's the voice of the Nationals, Paxton Gordon.
Welcome in, everybody, here to Duncan Field. It's a beautiful Saturday, everybody. I can't believe it. We are into some baseball action. I can't believe it. Day number 2 of the Hastings Kearney conglomeration tournament that is currently going on here in the Nationals. Taking on Beatrice here today. It is Exmark. That's right. That's going to be an interesting one. It is Exmark. Beatrice is who the Nationals will be taking on in competition here today. It's going to be quite a fun day of baseball. Nationals coming out yesterday absolutely on fire, starting the tournament 2-0. They took down yesterday Gretna in game number 1, 6-4. Really should have been, in all honesty, a 6-1 type of game. That's just how strong the Nationals were, just able to dominate and really get all the things they wanted to against the side of Gretna. And then in game number 2, they took down, it was the Millard North Union Pizzeria. I didn't get any pizza, so I don't really know if it was a good way to end the day. I didn't get the pizza from the pizzeria victory. But Nationals picked up the 2-0 victory in the first day after some spectacular pitching from Jack Polk, who almost, and I mean just almost, made it a full, complete game he did against the side of Beatrice. I mean, he was so, Gretna, he was so close. He just needed to get through that last top of the 7th inning, but unfortunately just couldn't string it all together in the closing minutes, giving up 3 runs in that top of the 7th. Had to get pulled with Carter Kelly then throwing 7 pitches, and in doing so, finishing the game out, and the Nationals pick up the 6-4 victory. Then game number 2 is Carson Johnson and his show, as he absolutely dominated the side of Millard North, only giving up 2 runs in the entire game. Yep, gave up 6 hits as well, though. But overall, just a stellar performance. He had the complete game on the card for the Nationals, both Carson Johnson as well as the side of Jack Polk, 3-0 in their last 3 starts for the FNBO Nationals. You know, I just got to say that's going to be... That's quite a scary thing to think about, if you think about it, that the Nationals so far in the last couple of starts for both Jack Polk as well as Carson Johnson just absolutely swarming the plate and just picking up victory after victory. And if you're an opposing team, you know, that's kind of scary to think that if the Nationals can just put out that much production like that, man, they're a scary team to deal with. Here, Quick Stop pregame show, 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner, alongside our sponsors as well. Farmers Insurance Agent Stephen Rhodes. Farmers Insurance Agent Stephen Rhodes has the knowledge and experience to help you better understand your coverage options for auto, home, renters, business, and more. We'll have more of this Quick Stop pregame. We can come back here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
It's not too late to register your students for the fall 2023 Bullpup Preschool or Kindergarten year at North Platte Public Schools. We are excited to assist you at the Welcome Center, located at 301 West F Street in North Platte, and we are open from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Or you can register from the comfort of your own home online at mppsd.org. Come learn and grow with us at North Platte Public Schools.
CT Computer Services of North Platte has laptops for under $300 now in stock. If your computer is running slow, It probably needs a tune-up. Take it to CT Computer Services. The basic tune-up price is only $50 and save more on Tune-Up Tuesdays. CT Computer Services sells both new and refurbished desktops and laptops, and they have laptops for under $300 in stock now. See your IT guys at 905 South Willow or give them a call, 534-3628.
Now the weather is warmer, it's time to dust off your golf clubs and head out to River's Edge Golf Club in North Platte with beautifully maintained lush greens and breathtaking views. River's Edge offers a modern course that is perfect for golfers of all skill levels. But that's not all. After your game, swing into another round sports bar for some amazing food and drinks. You'll find something for everyone on their menu, from juicy burgers to crisp salads and refreshing drinks. River's Edge is open to the public, so anyone can come and enjoy the fun.
Welcome back here to Duncan Field. FNBO Nationals taking on the Beatrice, their Exmark Beatrice here in today's game. Nationals currently sitting 27-17 on the year, finally 10 games above 500 as the Exmark seniors for Beatrice 14-9 on the season. It's now time for our Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District in North Platte offers 24 plus different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones and bowls alongside homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. Hey, they also have available the ice cream trailer for all your outdoor events because yes, it's summertime. Let's get that trailer out there and let's have some fun. We'll start on the side of the visiting team, which are the which are the Beatrice seniors, X-Marks. That's how they are pronounced. Jackson Blackburn, the shortstop, he'll be leading off here today with Colin Magnol here in left field. He is batting in the 2-hole. Max Reese in center field with Connor Hamilton catching in the 4-hole. Trey Henning at third base. He is the 5-hole hitter with Wyatt McGinty at right field. Luke Hamilton will be the second baseman in today's game with Gage Wolter. He will be at first base. And then pitching on the mound today, Parker Tegmeyer. That's right, not Techmeyer. Tegmeyer. Tegmeyer. That's his name. He will be pitching in today's game for the side of Beatrice, which is going to be fun to see here. Then on the side of your FNBO Nationals, Caden Johnson once again will be leading off the top of the order for the Nationals at center field with Jack Polk in the 2-hole. He will be the second baseman. Carson Johnson at third today in the 3-hole. Carter Kelly at shortstop in the 4-hole. Tristan Byer on the right field side today. He is going to be the 5-hole hitter. Landon Greeno at first once again. No Ty Robinson again here for the Nationals at first base. Landon Greeno gets it once more. Dean McIntyre will be catching with Race Morkey going to be on the mound here for the Nationals. And then Andrew Barocious. We shall step aside and take a break. When we come back, it's game time here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
CT Computer Services of North Platte has laptops for under $300 now in stock. If your computer is running slow, it probably needs a tune-up. Take it to CT Computer Services. The basic tune-up price is only $50 and save more on Tune-Up Tuesdays. CT Computer Services sells both new and refurbished desktops and laptops, and they have laptops for under $300 in stock now. See your IT guys at 905 South Willow or give them a call, 534-3628.
Planning a special event, whether it be a wedding, concert, sporting event, convention, or anything else, the DNN Event Center can handle it all. The DNN Event Center is the biggest event center in North Platte. This building is perfectly suited for anything from small gatherings to major events. Rent just one small room or book the entire facility. The choices are endless at the DNN Event Center, your home for exciting events, special moments, and precious memories. Call today to make your reservation at 534-0255.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop. With your 24-hour convenience store. Fast, friendly, no one gets you more. Gas, food, your favorite drink. Get everything you need in a blink. That's why everybody stops at Quick Stop. We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Duncan Field. Nationals taking on Beatrice here. Exmark Beatrice in their lone game today of this Hastings Kearney tournament. Nationals 2-0 to start the first day of this tournament against Kearney. Well, in Kearney, not against Kearney. In Kearney, they took on Gretna as well as Millard North in the first two games. Came out on top in those games. Are now 2-0 on the year. Now taking on the 14-9 Beatrice Exmarks. Nationals 10 games above 500 at 27-17. Race Morkey is going to be on the mound here for the Nationals in today's game, which is going to be fun to see the youngster once more get the start here, who's at Duncan Field has had quite a pretty great stat line here. Play against when the Nationals played Hastings, a couple of weeks ago, but long time ago, the Nationals just actually almost came out on top, but it really was thanks to Reese Morkey, who did a fantastic job really getting the Nationals to pick up the good victory, but just barely almost come out with this victory against the side of it was Hastings at the time. Currently a 3-0 count into the leadoff batter here for the side of Exmark Beatrice. Morkey's pitches just once more spins outside, so he's going to walk the first batter that he sees in 2 days. Game as I have messed up my lineup, which is a bit unfortunate. That's going to be Jackson Blackburn with now calling it Magnol, now up to bat here for the side of Beatrice. So I had to flip these rosters. There we go. A flippy flip. And we hit play, and we're just going to walk them. And there we go. So now we're all up to snuff here as Magnol was looking to lay the bunt down to start this at-bat and move Blackburn on over to second at the moment after, again, he was walked. As gets that first pitch from, again, Reese Morkey there, strike number one after it's fouled off. Morkey will take a long glance on over at first, and again, Magnol just ready to pull back. The runner goes, the throw to second. Great from McIntyre. It's going to easily get there and tag out one. Jackson Blackburn for the easy first out of this inning. Blackburn got a good jump, but McIntyre was all over it as Blackburn gets caught stealing, and there's out number one of this ball game. Now a 1-1 count into Magnol, and with that, one down and nobody left on the base paths. That's driven out to center field. Onwards comes Jelton. He gets there in time to glove it for out number two. A quick 2 outs already here for the Nationals. Starting hot and heavy from the iron in the get-go. As up to bat now comes Max Reese. Again, the Beatrice played 5 Points Bank Hastings earlier today, like the game prior, and they unfortunately lost 8-4 in that one. Now taking on the Nationals right afterwards, who are pretty fresh again, had a day off, and were able to rest it up, and now we'll see how dangerous they can be as that pitch is in there. Strike number one to Max Reese from Race Morkey. Yet again, another young contributor for this National squad that's just been having himself a strong season, as I say that in his pitches. Next one is down low for ball number one. It's currently a 1-1 count into Max Reese with nobody on and 2 down. Morkey gets a sign in for McIntyre and will deliver from the stretch. Driven into right field. It's going to fall in for a base hit there. 2-out base hit from Max Reese. Now we'll have a runner on the base pads for Beatrice. So now bring up to bat Connor Hamilton. Don't know how much Exmark Beatrice will want to push in terms of the stealing after McIntyre easily threw out the leadoff batter Blackburn. Has now make a defensive adjustment as Byers now moving further to the right side of right field. McIntyre will now try to pick off, and ooh, man, that was close. I'm telling you, that was mighty close. Morkey getting it to Landon Greeno, and Max Reese just barely was able to get back in time. That would have been the third out of this inning if he was able to do so, but with 2 down, Max Reese might need to play a little more cautious. The pitch pops sky high Drifting on over to second. Underneath it's going to be Jack Polk, and he gloves it for the easy third out. It was a pretty harmless first inning of work here for the FNBO Nationals. Gave up one hit, but were able to really quell the rest of the offense from the side of Beatrice. We now head to the bottom of the first inning, and the Nationals actually start off on the hot foot this time about when we come back. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
We all try to prepare for life's what-ifs, but what happens if those uncertainties become a reality? I'm Stephen Rhodes, and as your local farmer's insurance agent, I'm here for you. I can help you determine the coverage that fits your needs. When you have questions about insurance, turn to me, Stephen Rhodes, with Farmers Insurance. I'm proud to sponsor tonight's game. Go Bulldogs! Find me, Stephen Rhodes, at 102 North Dewey.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Sandhills State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhills State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here to Duncan Field. Nationals currently tied up here with X Marks Beatrice in their first bottom half of the inning, as we're here in the bottom of the first inning. Beatrice, no runs on one hit, no errors. The Nationals again due up for their first swings of today's ball game. 27-17 on the year for the Nationals, 14-9 on the year for Beatrice. Thank you again to our bottom of the first sponsor. That's going to be Kevin McGann. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. Alongside Owls Lock and Safe, securing North Platte and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. So it's going to be on the mound here, Parker Tegmeyer for the side of Beatrice. He'll be facing off against Caden Johnson to lead off here this, again, bottom of the first, as that first pitch is down low in the turf for ball number one. Johnson swings and fouls it down the third base side on a chopper. So that's now first strike of this at-bat. Here for the side of Caden Johnson as the Nationals, again, after coming off of a pretty strong victory yesterday in two of their games, want to continue that streak here against Beatrice. His nice off-speed curve hits the mark for Tegmeyer, and now it's a 1-2 count to Caden Johnson, the leadoff man. 1-2. Turned on once more, another off-speed from Tegmeyer, that's fouled off by Johnson. Had a pretty productive day, had a pair of hits in both games combined, and defensively once more in center field just locked it down for the Nationals. That fastball just skirts outside. There's ball number two. Pretty close to sneaking in for the zone, but they're going to call it ball. It's 2-2 the count now to 1, Caden Johnson. As Tegmeyer delivers. Off-speed is turned on down the left field side, but it's pulled too far, and that's fouled off for yet again another 2-2 count. Would have fell in for a base hit, but just a little too much mustard behind that power and couldn't get it down. So 2-2 once again from Parker Tegmeyer to the leadoff batter, Caden Johnson here in this first game and the lone game of the day for the Nationals in this Kearney Hastings tournament. Pitch. Whoa, that's tight down low around the feet. Ball number 3. So what was a nice count early on for Tegmeyer has now turned into a big duel. It's 3-2 now with nobody out, nobody on. He delivers. Swing, but that's going to be fouled off the... Oh, they're going to say once it's fouled off and caught in the glove of the catcher. So down goes Caden Johnson swinging on strikes. The first strikeout of this ball game for Tegmeyer, and first out of this ball game here in the bottom of the first for the Nationals. As Jack Polk comes up again, pitched almost a complete game in game number 1 against Gretna. Also recorded 2 walks and 2 hits in that game. So overall, I think had a pretty productive day for the Nationals against not only Gretna, but Millard North. So that first pitch is in there, strike number 1. It's 0-1 the count. Make that now 0-2 as Polk misses on the swing. So already in a quick hole for the second batter, Jack Polk. Tegmeyer delivers. That's going to be fouled off and driven into the parking lot. So we'll still stay at 0-2 the count. Wind kind of pushing in to the, pushing from left to right field at a nice measly pace. Another ball that's going to be fouled off. Still stay at an 0-2 mark for one Jack Polk. As Tegmeyer gets the sign and will deliver in the 0-2 once again. That one swung on and missed there by Jack Polk for yet again another strikeout. That's the second already. Back-to-back strikeouts for the Nationals to lead off their bottom of the first inning. Head coach Ricky Holmes probably not too excited about how the start has gone so far with back-to-back strikeouts. Again, he and the team really talked about how, again, a heavy emphasis that they can win any game against anybody, but then also lose a game against anybody. So they really need to focus in and really keep the teams ahead of them going forward. As that pitch to one. Carson Johnson's in there, strike number 1. Again, Johnson pitched a complete game in game number 2 yesterday, only giving up 2 runs on 6 hits. The 0-1. Way, that's going to hit Johnson right in the calf. But they're going to say it bounced off the ground first for ball number 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike into Johnson, who's playing third base today. Some of you don't really see much. The pitch is swung on, driven on over to the shortstop Blackburn, who throws it on over to first, and it's just barely in time, and just like that, a quick 1-2-3, bottom of the first inning for the Nationals. Pretty uncharacteristic for them as we now head to the top of the second, currently tied at 0-0 when we come back. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health. Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Are you or a loved one in need of medical equipment to improve your quality of life? Look no further than Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment. Our state-of-the-art and affordable medical products are specifically designed to return your independence. From manual and power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and lift chairs to walking aids, ramps, hospital beds, and bath safety products. We have everything you need to make your home a comfortable and safe place to live. We even provide CPAP and BiPAP equipment and supplies, as well as oxygen equipment and supplies. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today.
Welcome back here to Duncan Field. FNBO Nationals currently tied with Exmark Beatrice. 0-0. That's no runs on 1 hit, no errors for Beatrice. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Nationals in their bottom half of the first. Quick 1-2-3 inning as we now move our way to the top of the second with up to bat being for Beatrice. Trey Henning will be pitching, or somebody will be hitting here for Beatrice. Again, our top of the second is brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B. As that one is skied straight up on over to Jack Polk at second base, and he gets under it with the easy glove. 1 pitch, 1 out is all is needed for Race Morkey. And that's now the first out of this inning with Wyatt McGinty now up to bat, as he's now batting. As well, also thank you to our sponsors, Midwest ATV. Farmers and ranchers, now is the time to get your ATVs and UTV service with Midwest Cycle and ATV. As Morkey will fire away his first pitch into McGinty, and it's there for strike number 1. Really, all the young pitchers, well, you say young pitchers, Carson Johnson's not a youngin anymore, but really all the young pitchers, Morkey's having a fantastic season. Jack Polk winning 3 of his last 3 starts here for the Nationals. It just seems like everything's coming together at the right time. As I say that gets into right field for a base hit, a 1-out single from Wyatt McGinty. And now there'll be a runner on for Beatrice. I had to speak it into existence, but really all around the young players, you think about it, Polk, Morkey as well, You got Landon Greeno coming in, getting the start. He's seen some action. He's been really doing a fantastic job. Ty Hanneborg all season being that courtesy runner, getting many steals for the Nationals, coming in as that utility bat, doing a fantastic job. Just the future's bright after this crop of players goes away, as that one's chopped high in the sky and thrown out over to first, and there's the easy second out. They couldn't get McGinty for a double play as it was just chopped a little too short, but just like that, there are now 2 down here in this top of the second inning for the side of Beatrice. Nationals yet again doing a good job of really quelling the pressure. But there is a runner in scoring position for Beatrice with Gage Wolter up to bat. Morkey takes a long glance at second and will deliver into Wolter. Wait, that off-speed pitch is off the mark outside. There's ball number 1. Thank you again to our sponsors for today's game, Clear Focus Eye Care. Clear Focus Eye Care, specializing in preventative eye care, dry eye treatment, and vision therapy. You can schedule your appointment here today at Clear Focus Eye Care. As another pitch from Race Morkey is down low, this time in the turf right in front of the feet of Wolter. There's that ball number 2 to him. Again here, top of the second inning. Currently tied 0-0, but a runner in scoring position for Beatrice at second. It's McGinty. The pitch. As that's in there. Strike number 1. Good bounce back pitch from one Race Morkey. Almost said Morty. I don't know why I said that, but Race Morkey. It's not Morty, so hey, Morty. Sorry, I had to do it. It's 2-1 the count now as Morkey sets and fires. Another great pitch around the letters in the zone. There's strike number 2. Beautiful job from the young man himself. He's really putting them up and putting them down once again, just like with Carson Johnson, Memorial Field. Race Morkey and Duncan Field just have a special combination. 2-2 is the count with 2 down as Morkey will deliver the payoff. Off speed. Oh, just a little bit off the mark on that one. That's ball 3. I mean, we're talking a mere hair's width there from being inside the zone. It's 3-2 the count. Morkey would love to get the final out and not walk Wolter here. Here comes the 3-2 in the zone. Skied on up on over to Carson Johnson at third, and he gloves it for the easy third out, even though a runner did get on the base pads with the single and got into scoring position. Nationals once again were able to stop that pressure. As we head now to the bottom of the second inning, still tied in this one, 0-0 when we come back.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
For fun conversations and amazing pizza, come to Dave's Place. Dave's Place on East 4th Street in North Platte.
Dave's Place is a great summertime place with their incredible fresh pizza of the month, wings, specials on beer, and cocktails.
And Dave's Place is kid-friendly, so bring them in for a fun time this summer.
Dine in, carry out, or DoorDash. Dave's Place is a North Platte tradition at 1510 East 4th Street.
Welcome back here to Duncan Field. It's the bottom of the second inning. FNBO Nationals currently tied up here with Beatrice 0-0. Again, our bottom of the second is brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group at his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B, as well as Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte invites you to stop out and take a test drive here today. Premier Toyota, let's go places. As up to bat here following the flyout from Gage Wolter to end the inning last time out for the Nationals, it's going to be Carter Kelly up to bat as the first pitch from Tegmeyer is too low. Ball number 1. Ken Kelly played in the All-Star game on Thursday here in Hastings where he hit the walk-off game-winning run for his team in spectacular fashion. That one once more is skied off by Carter Kelly. So that's 2 straight foul balls from the shortstop. That's right, shortstop in today's game. Carter Kelly normally plays out in third base, but today Johnson and Kelly switching it up as Tegmeyer has that one driven into left field by Carter Kelly for a leadoff single by the big man himself. And now he gets on the base pads. The first hit of today's game for the FNBO Nationals, as now Tristan Byer comes up to bat. Byer, again, normally playing the catcher position, but moving on around the diamond and into the outfield today, he's the right fielder. And you just love to see right now how deep this Nationals rotation is in terms of position players and pitching that can really throw it anywhere and find great success as Byer fouls that one right off of the top of the ceiling right beside me for strike number one. Byer courtesy ran last game against Miller North. He started in game number one, and then we'll start here game number two in right field, and head coach Ricky Holmes talked about it. It was the first time that, Tristan Byer got to sat in all of his years, not because of rest or injury, but just because they were just so deep. They wanted to throw some other bats out there. As Carter Kelly gets back to first following the pickoff attempt, it's currently a 0-1 count into Tristan Byer as Tegmeyer once again with the pickoff attempt will get Carter Kelly back. As there goes Carter Kelly as the pitch will get right behind the catcher Connor Hamilton. On that passed up ball, Carter Kelly will easily meander his way on over to second base following again the passed up ball. And now it's a 1-1 count. Man, I have a squeaky chair. Into Tristan Byer with now Carter Kelly in scoring position for the Nationals. Whoa, that is way up towards the head region. On Tegmeyer's pitch, it's now 2-1 the count to the right fielder. Following Byer, it's going to be Landon Greeno, then Dean McIntyre. That's 5, 6, and 7. Greeno, as well as McIntyre, having a really strong performances yesterday. McIntyre getting the game 2 start again over Byer. Went 2 for 2. As Tegmeyer glances and delivers. There goes Carter Kelly, swinging to miss by Byer to throw to third. Will get Carter Kelly well and truly in time as Byer tried to get some contact on the hit, but that pitch was so far outside the zone he couldn't get any contact on it. So now it's a 2-2 count, and then Carter Kelly, who was at second, gets tagged out or caught stealing correction, making his way to third base. So an easy first out of this inning, and now the Nationals don't have a runner on the base pads or in scoring position as Byer grounds that over to Blackburn at short. He throws it to first. It's in time, just barely. And with that, 2 now quickly are down for the Nationals here in this bottom of the second inning, which started out pretty strong to get, again, Carter Kelly onto second, but now with 2 down, there's nobody on, and here comes Landon Greeno up to bat, again playing first base today for the Nationals. That's 3 straight games now that Landon Greeno will be getting the start. Again, getting some good rest in for Ty Robinson, as that's fouled off the bat of Greeno for strike number 1. And I would assume because of that, Ty Robinson would most certainly be getting the start in tomorrow's game. I would believe so if they're resting him this much. As the pitch, that's in there, just barely around the knees for strike number 2 from one Parker Tegmeyer. It's now 0-2 the count into Landon Greeno in the bottom of the second inning, with the Nationals tied with Exmark Beatrice 0-0. Tegmeyer now delivers the 0-2 pitch. Fouled once more off the bat there of Greeno, so we'll still stay at an 0-2 count. Following Greeno, it's going to be Dean McIntyre, and then the pitcher, Ray Smorky. That is the 6, 7, and 8 in the order for the FNBO Nationals. As here comes the 0-2 once more. Turned on and once again fouled off into the stands for yet again another 0-2 count. 0-2 with 2 down. Nationals did have a chance to maybe bring a run home, but unfortunately for Carter Kelly, just tried to do the hit and steal, but Byer just couldn't get his bat on the baseball and gets tagged out at third. 0-2. Swing and a miss by Landon Greeno. He doesn't like that one. He hits his bat on the turf, and that is yet again another inning where the Nationals just couldn't collect it all together, and we now head to the top of the third with the Nationals, trailing, but tied up here with X marks Beatrice. Nothing. We come back. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
If your tranny starts to making sounds that you don't want to hear, if it's slipping and a sliding, won't go in or out of gear, call the transmission specialist, BG&S. You've got the very best four-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, automatic standard too. BG&S Transmissions.
BG&S Transmissions. Free towing, free estimates, and all their work is guaranteed. Call BG&S in North Platte at 800-344-2427.
Mid-Plains Community College is the right choice to transform your future. With a variety of educational formats, including face-to-face, distance learning, online, and hybrid options available, your future career is waiting for you. Fall classes begin on August 21st, so give us a call today at 800-658-4308 to get scheduled with an advisor. That's 800-658-4308, or visit our website at mpcc.edu.
Welcome back here to Duncan Field. Nationals at the moment tied up here with X-Mark Beatrice in the top of the third inning. Nothing. Again, our top of the third is brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. His new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B, helping Nebraska families, farmers, and businesses for more than 50 years. As well as thank you to our sponsor, Dave's Place Pizza and Wings. You can find out more on 1510 East 4th Street. As up to bat here for Beatrice is the pitcher, Parker Tegmeyer. First up here against Race Morkey. Currently nothing is the score. No runs on 2 hits. No errors for Beatrice. No runs on 1 hit. No errors for the Nationals. Tegmeyer swings and misses for strike number 1 from the young pitcher, Race Morkey. Him and Morkey, Tegmeyer and Morkey, as I say, both having spectacular starts to this game, only giving up a combined 3 hits so far in this top of the third as Morkey delivers. That one's going to be fouled off the bat of Tegmeyer. He was looking to check swing and just bounced right off his baseball bat for now an 0-2 count. And really, that's just been the day for Race Morkey, getting pitches in the zone and really confusing the side of Beatrice. They've just been unable to really, even though they got 2 hits, unable to fully break down Morkey's pitches. That 0-3, though, that 0-2, is a little too close up top, and that's now the first ball of this at-bat. It's 1-2 the count now. 1-2 with nobody out, nobody on, top of the third. Next pitch. Down in the turf, ball 2. It's now 2-2 the count to one Race Morkey. From Race Morkey to Tegmeyer. As wind pretty calm now. It's a beautiful day outside, actually. Could be a little drizzly from what I heard. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. There's the first strikeout of this ball game for the side of Race Morkey, and there's the first out of this top of the third inning. As now Jackson Blackburn now up to bat for Beatrice. He walked in his first plate appearance, but got thrown out at second from not from Race Morkey. Man, I'm having it. Maybe I need to wake up. Maybe I need to get my eyes checked and go to Wicked Fast to get some nice, refreshing energy drinks as that skied into center field, but right on over to Caden Johnson from Blackburn. As I was saying, Blackburn got thrown out trying to steal second base in his first plate appearance by Dean McIntyre, and now skies one to center field for the quick second out. As Colin Magnell is now up to bat. He flew out to Caden Johnson in his first plate appearance here. Now will face Morkey once again. As that off-speed in there, strike number 1. Man, I'm telling you, the pitchers for the Nationals so far in this tournament have come to play, absolutely dominating their opponents in the starts that they've been put up with. As Morkey's 0-1 is turned on over to Carter Kelly at short. He gloves it to first in time, and there is out number 3. A quick 3 up, 3 down for the Nationals here in this top of the third inning. We now head to the bottom of the third. Finally, can they put the pieces together, though, on the hitting side of things against Parker Tegmeyer when we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
We're always something right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Save money at the pump and quick stop with the DinoPay app. DinoPay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair DinoPay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and for real shakes and smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Are you tired of lousy internet and faceless customer service? It's time to experience local, honest, hassle-free, and exceptional. That's the Allo promise. We not only provide crazy fast fiber internet, crystal clear TV, and dependable phone service, but we choose to become a part of the communities we serve and love when everyone calls or stops by our store to say Allo. So don't settle for mediocre. Settle for exceptional with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/local.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Duncan Field. We're just flying through the game so far as we're in the bottom of the third inning, and it's only been a half hour at this point. As Parker Tegmeyer is still on the mound for Beatrice, he'll be facing Dean McIntyre for the first time in this ball game as his pitch down low is, as I said, down low, ball number 1. Thank you again to our sponsors for today's game, Kevin McGann with the Fortify Group. And check out Kevin McGann, the Fortify Group, his location, 621 South Dewey Street. 621 South Dewey, Suite B, for all your farm, crop, auto, home, and commercial insurance. 3 straight pitches in the dirt here for Parker Tegmeyer against McIntyre as we're looking at a first at-bat or walk here in this bottom of the third inning. As Tegmeyer gets the sign in from Hamilton and delivers. That, though, is going to sneak back in, strike number 1 to McIntyre. Hey, also big shout-out to our other sponsors. That's right, the Shelter Insurance guys, Pete Bowles and Brett Rogo. Go see them for auto, home, life, and more. It's Shelter Insurance. It's now a 3-2 count after Morkey misses on a swing, and we're back full. And that's now a strikeout for Dean McIntyre as he misses on a pitch way outside the zone. Tegmeyer got off to a rocky start at bat, but man, he worked his way back quickly and strikes out Dean McIntyre for his 4th strikeout at today's ball game. As Race Morkey, the pitcher, now comes up for the first time in today's game as that pitch sneaks in very around the knees. Strike number 1, it's 0-1 the count. Again, this is just a impressive pitching duel from these two pitchers so far in today's game as Morkey skies that to right field, but he pulls it too far and it's fouled for the second strike of this at-bat. I'm telling you, man, the Nationals and Beatrice just having a mighty pitching duel as Morkey swings and it's going to bounce off of him. And he could get called for strike 3 after it hit him. Unfortunately, that will do it for Morkey's at-bat as instead of bouncing off and being called to go on over to first, he's going to take the stroll back to the dugout after getting hit right in the elbow. So now head coach Ricky Holmes is going to have a talk with him to make sure he's okay. But another strikeout on the side of Parker Tegmeyer, his 5th. And there's now 2 down here in this bottom of the third inning. As now Andrew Brocious, the 9-hole hitter's up to bat. Can he decipher Tegmeyer as that's in there, strike number 1. It's not only the Nationals that have struggling today in terms of figuring out the hitting column as Morkey doing the exact same thing on the other side as that one's half-heartedly swung on over to first and dropped into the glove of Gage Wolter for the third out of this inning. Another 1, 2, 3, bottom of the third inning as we quickly have made our way to the top of the 4th. Nationals at the moment here tied up with Beatrice. It is 0-0 when we come back here, FM 98.1 and 1410 and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
It's not too late to register your students for the fall 2023 Bullpup Preschool or Kindergarten year at North Platte Public Schools. We are excited to assist you at the Welcome Center located at 301 West F Street in North Platte, and we are open from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Or you can register from the comfort of your own home online at mppsd.org. Come learn and grow with us at North Platte Public Schools.
Are you ready to make a lasting impression? It's time to embrace distinction and stand out from the crowd. Willow Creek Embroidery, your go-to destination for exceptional personalization. They specialize in awards and trophies. Whether you're recognizing achievements in sports, academics, or business, they have a wide selection to honor the best of the best. Visit them today at 1620 East 4th Street, Suite 120, right by the Garys. Discover the exceptional personalization that sets you apart. Willow Creek Embroidery in North Platte.
Welcome back here to Duncan Field. Nationals tied up here in this top of the fourth inning with Beatrice. Morkey still on the mound. Did take a pitch right to his hand. Again, that got called for an out as he swung on it, but took a baseball right off of his hand. It's pitching hand, which is even scarier, but so far he's out there getting ready to rock and roll. He's going to be against Max Reese, who singled to right field in his first plate appearances. That pitch just a smidge too high for Morkey for ball number one. Thank you again to our sponsors, Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group, helping Nebraska farmers, families, and businesses for more than 50 years. As we'll wait, Morkey delivers his 1-0, dripped and popped up on over to right, and it's fouled off there for first strike of this at-bat to Max Reese. Also, thank you to Another Round / Rivers Edge Golf Course. Good times, great food, drinks, and sports. Another Round Sports Bar at the Rivers Edge Golf Course. Come have another round with them. It's currently a 1-1 count into Max Reese here against Morkey. We'll make that 2-1 as that next pitch is just a bit too low in that one. As Morkey will get the sign in from McIntyre. Still waiting, and now here comes his 2-1. Whoa, that pitch way too far inside. There's ball three, and now the questions are, I wouldn't say start to beginning, but, he took that pitch to his hand. How much is it going to really start affecting his pitching? So far, he's been spectacular in this ball game as he delivers. Driven out into center field. Johnson's bringing it on into it, and he gloves it for out number one here. I was going to say, how I brought up the question, how much is his hand going to be affected by taking that pitch to it? Well, he got an easy little fly out into center field, so it doesn't seem to be too far affecting him that much. As now here comes up Connor Hamilton. He flew out in his first plate appearance to Jack Polk on over at second. Still nothing the score. No runs on 2 hits, no errors for Exmark Beatrice. No runs on 1 hit and no errors for the Nationals as that off speed is too low at the knees for ball number 1 to Hamilton. 1 ball and no strikes following Hamilton, Trey Henning, and then Wyatt McGinty for Exmark. As Morkey from the stretch winds it up and will deliver. Check swing, but that pitch is in there either which way. It's strike number 1. 1-1 the count now. 1-1 with 1 out. Nobody on here in the Beatrice top of the fourth inning. Morkey having himself a stellar game up to 35 pitches. The throw. Wait, that's going to be close in. Is that going to say they hit Hamilton? No, they will not. It'll say it's a ball. It got mighty close to hitting Connor Hamilton. But again, on both sides, Tegmeyer and Race Morkey, they are really low on their pitches. 36 pitches for Morkey, 21 strikes and 15 balls. Here comes this 2-1. Popped up. Once more on over to Caden Johnson, sky high in center field. He gets under it and he gloves it for an easy second out. Once again, another pop-up for Morkey. Just really easy plays for his defense. Not really making them have to work, which I think is really great if you're an infielder. You love to see him being able to really just work as easy as you can to get the outs. And so far, he's been having himself a stellar game. It's just the hitting hasn't really followed up like it has the first game in this tournament. That off-speed in there for strike number 1 to Trace Henning. He flew out in his first plate appearance to Jack Polk at second as well. But again, talked about it, the hitting today just hasn't really brought up like it did yesterday when the pitching was spectacular. Only 1 hit for the Nationals so far through this innings as that pitch outside for Morkey, ball 1 here in this top of the fourth. 2 runs for Beatrice, 2 hits for Beatrice, 1 hit for the Nationals, tied 0-0. As Morkey will get the sign from Dean McIntyre, shakes off a couple of them actually, and now he likes it. Here comes his 1-1 pitch. Turned on, that's a little blooper out, in, up, and grabbed by Jack Polk. And just like that, a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Nationals once again. Race Morkey just putting them up and putting them down as quick as he possibly can. We're now in the bottom of the fourth inning when we come back here at FM 98.1 and 1410 and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
This is Kurt Carter with Red Willow Chemical. Red Willow Chemical is your one-stop shop for all your crop protection needs. We sell and support products from top manufacturers like Bayer, BASF, Syngenta, Corteva, and FMC. Call me today, 308-340-7751. Visit us online at rwchemical.com to check out all your options and make sure you're getting the right products to optimize yield.
Growing relationships one crop at a time. Red Willow Chemical.
Hey, at Premier Toyota, you'll find a friendly and easy-to-work with staff that will help you find the perfect car. Whether you're looking for something new or pre-owned, Premier Toyota's got a wide selection of vehicles to choose from.
Plus, Premier Toyota has Toyota-trained technicians, so you know you're always getting the very best in service and repairs. Schedule your service and factory-scheduled maintenance today and keep your car running strong.
Stop by today and see why Premier Toyota is the #1 choice for car buyers. Let's go places.
Welcome back here to Duncan Field. It's the bottom of the fourth inning. FNBO Nationals currently tied with Beatrice. 0-0. No runs on 2 hits, no errors. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Nationals as Caden Johnson's up to bat here for the second time in today's ball game against Parker Tegmeyer. Again, thank you to our sponsors for today's game. That is one, Kevin McGann with the Fortify Group. Check out his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B, for all your farm, crop, auto, home, and commercial insurance, as well as Sand Hill State Bank, the most committed brand in banking with locations in North Platte, Ogallala, and many more. Head to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services and locations. Currently, it's a 3-0 count into one Caden Johnson as Parker Tegmeyer. In this at-bat, really struggling with his control, something we haven't talked about all day. He's up to 42 pitches now as he delivers. Pulls back, does Johnson, but that pitch that Johnson thought was too high was a ball. He threw his bat back to the dugout, but now has to walk it back as it was called for a strike. It's 3-1 the count now. Johnson would love to get on with the walk here. 3-1. In there, strike 2 once more. It's now worked back full. 3-2 to Tegmeyer. From Tegmeyer to Johnson. Unbelievable comeback here from Tegmeyer. Pitch. That one, little blooper on over to second, but it'll be easily gloved on the side of Luke Hamilton for out number 1. What a comeback of this at-bat it was for Parker Tegmeyer. Was down 3-0, and it was looking like he was just going to 4-pitch walk Caden Johnson really, with all pitches outside the zone, but worked his way out to the flyout of Johnson. And now, here comes Jack Polk. He struck out swinging in his first plate appearance against Tegmeyer earlier in the first inning. Ooh, that pitch, though, high up, ball 1. I'm telling you, that might have been a new stratosphere with how high it was. It's now in 1-0 count into Polk playing second. Pitch. Driven on down the third base side, but just barely foul for strike number 1. I mean, it took that last bounce wrong way off the ground and barely pulled foul. And so 1-1 count again. If it gets into past that third baseline fair, it would have gone to a double for Polk. As that next pitch bounces off of the turf and right into the face mask of poor catcher Connor Hamilton for ball 2. So 2-1 now. Again, it seems like Tegmeyer starting to lose a little bit of his control here in this game. Pitches way more outside the zone than usual. The 2-1, outside ball 3. It's now 3-1, and he's up to now 49 pitches, 33 strikes, and 16 balls. Parker Tegmeyer is now, here comes the 3-1. Whoa, off the base. Once more of Jack Polk. That's another game where he took a nasty one off of the head. He's okay, walks his way on over to first, but same thing happened against the Kearney game. He took a nasty one off of the temple that chipped his helmet. And then so far here, took another one. He's on over at first now with a runner on for the Nationals with Carson Johnson up to bat here. Grounded out in his first plate appearance to Jackson Blackburn at shortstop. So the Nationals now finally, for what feels like in a long time, have a runner on the base pads. Let's see what they can do with it. That pitch in there, strike number 1 from Tegmeyer. Last time the Nationals had a runner on the base pads, it was Carter Kelly. He got to second on a passed-up ball, but got picked off. Well, not picked off, but caught trying to steal third base on a swing and steal. That just didn't work out for the Nationals. As, oh no, Jack Polk was kind of caught in a pickle as he kind of hesitated a little bit on the pickoff attempt, but the pickoff attempt pulled the first baseman, Gage Wolter, off the bag, so easily Polk gets back. Just, though, a little more on edge now as Tegmeyer almost got him. As here comes the 0-1 into Carson Johnson from Tegmeyer. There goes Jack Polk. A pitch way up in the zone. Throw on over to second. It's going to get Polk. Oh, the ball is dropped, though. And they're going to say he is safe after the shortstop, Jackson Blackburn, tried to apply the tag on Jack Polk. It was plenty of time in terms of the throw. Great throw from Connor Hamilton, but Blackburn just couldn't hold on to it, and with that, Jack Polk is now on over at second in scoring position for the Nationals with a 1-1 count. Johnson again 0 for 1 today. Had a pair of hits yesterday, looking to continue that here today. The 1-1. That one, slow dribbler past the glove of the first baseman. On over to the second, to first, not in time. So with that, an infield single there for Carson Johnson, just barely sneak past the pitcher Tegmeyer and then just got to Luke Hamilton at such a slow pace that Johnson was able to reach on to first. And with that, we now have runners at the corners for the Nationals. The first time today that they are really in scoring position, as it's Polk at third and then Johnson at first, as the infield for Beatrice going to have a talk with pitcher Parker Tegmeyer. As now here comes Carter Kelly. He's one of the lone Nationals to record a hit today. Well, he was the lone National up until Carson Johnson got on the base pads. So now Kelly, with only one out, if he skies one into the outfield position, will most certainly score Jack Polk at third and give the Nationals their first lead of this game. Johnson's on over at first. A pickoff attempt, though, not in time as Johnson gets back. Following Kelly, Tristan Byer, then Landon Greeno for the Nationals again with only one out. It's Tegmeyer will take a glance and pick off once more Carson Johnson, but he gets back. Plenty of time. And now we're still waiting on that first pitch to Carter Kelly. Nationals now 2 hits on the day. Both teams scoreless. Both teams with 2 hits. The pitch pulled back. Johnson got a really nice jump, and they were going to attempt the double steal if Connor Hamilton threw it to second, but he pulled back to get Polk to the third base bag, and it was an easy steal for Carson Johnson. So the double play opportunity for Beatrice is out the window, as now it's an 0-1 count to Kelly, but 2 runners in scoring position at second and third base. As Tegmeyer gets the sign from Hamilton, take a glance at third, and he will deliver the pitch to Carter Kelly. Popped up, but it'll fall foul right behind me to now an 0-2 count to the shortstop. Again, following Kelly, Tristan Byer for the Nationals. They would love, they would love to get a score home here with how really uneventful this game has been and been such a dominant pitching performance. Turned on by Kelly once more, and once more fouled back into the parking lot behind me. Strike number 2, still where we're at. Again, Kelly would love to bring home not 1 but 2 runs with how pitching dominant this game has been on either side. Any run really could be the backbreaker for this game. 0-2. Way outside, it bounces off the ground, but not far enough away from Connor Hamilton to advance Polk from third, so it's a 1-2 count with 1 out here in this bottom of the 4th inning. 0-0 once more is the score. Tegmeyer into his windup. The 1-2 bounces away from Hamilton, but once again not far enough to move Jack Polk, so it's a 2-2 count. Correction, not 0-2. It's 2-2 the count now to Connor Hamilton. From Connor Hamilton at the catching position into Carter Kelly. Again, 2 runners in scoring position. A beautiful opportunity for the Nationals if he can convert. The 2-2. Ooh, that's high and a bit outside. There's Paul 3. Woo. Man, oh man. Kelly was expecting that one to be a strike, so he almost was starting to make his way back to home. But it's 3-2 from Tegmeyer as he will deliver to Carter Kelly. In there for strike number 3. And down goes Carter Kelly. He thought that was ball 4. The home plate umpire said that is strike 3. And just like that, there's the 6th strikeout of this ball game for Parker Tegmeyer. And that brings up now to bat Tristan Byer with 2 down in this inning. An opportunity to bring more runs home, but that's going to bounce off the back of Tristan Byer. And just like that, the bases are now loaded with 2 outs, and Landon Greeno up to bat. He struck out swinging in his first plate appearance against Parker Tegmeyer. He took a nasty swing that was on a pitch that was extremely far outside the zone, so he wasn't too happy with his first at-bat. Let's see what he can do in his second. With the bases loaded for the Nationals here in the bottom of the 4th, their best scoring opportunity all day as Tegmeyer delivers. High, way high in the zone. Ball number 1, again, extremely short bench for Beatrice, so nobody's warming up in the bullpen, or I'll foreseeably see warming up in the bullpen for this Beatrice squad. The 1-0 turned on and fouled to the backstop from Greeno for strike number 1. It's 1-1 now. Again, you can't really overemphasize of how important this at-bat is for the Nationals with the bases loaded. Their best scoring opportunity all day against Parker Tegmeyer, who's been pretty flawless against this squad. His 1-1. High once more. There's ball 2 to Greeno. It's 2-1 the count. It talks about how well the pitching has been on either side. It really boils down to who gets the first run across. Could be the backbreaker as Greeno swings and misses for strike number 2. It's 2-2 the count now. Oh boy, here we go. Against Tegmeyer, looking to get out of this inning with the bases loaded and unscathed. The 2-2. Way outside ball 3 to Landon Greeno. Now we're in a really sticky situation. A full count and 1 walk will bring a run home. It's 3-2 with 2 down. Tegmeyer here on the mound for Beatrice versus Greeno. The 3-2 pitch is on the way. That one fouled off the bat by Landon Greeno. Good job on that one. That would have been in the zone for a strike, but he got some contact on it. And now we'll once again go to 3-2. With 2 down in the bottom of the 4th, Nationals currently tied up with Beatrice, 0-0. Here we go, 3-2 once again as Tegmeyer gets the sign from Hamilton. His pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Greeno on a pitch again outside the zone. And the Nationals had a perfect opportunity to bring runs across, and they couldn't do so as we now head to the top of the 5th inning. Still tied here at the moment, 0-0. When we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
For fun conversations and amazing pizza, come to Dave's Place. Dave's Place on East 4th Street in North Platte.
Dave's Place is a great summertime place with their incredible fresh pizza of the month, wings, specials on beer, and cocktails.
And Dave's Place is kid-friendly, so bring them in for a fun time this summer.
Dine in, carry out, or DoorDash. Dave's Place is a North Platte tradition at 1510 East 4th Street.
Larry's Glass is better known and has over 40 years of experience in glass replacement and installation. Whether you need a new window for your home, storefront, or vehicle, they have the expertise to get the job done. Larry's team of skilled professionals use the highest quality materials and techniques to ensure your satisfaction. Larry's takes pride in delivering outstanding service with affordable pricing and are on the Better Business Bureau honor roll. Trust Larry's Glass to take care of your glass needs, and you'll appreciate the difference that over 40 years of experience can make.
Welcome back here, everybody, to Duncan Field. FNBO Nationals at the moment currently tied up with Exmark Beatrice. 0-0 here now in the top of the 5th inning. Our 5th inning brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group. You can check out Kevin McGann and the Fortifying Group at his new location. 621 South Dewey, Suite B as well as our other sponsors for today's game, Red Willow Chemical. At Red Willow Chemical, they offer both generic and name brand chemicals and fertilizers in bulk option. They also offer delivery and aerial application services. You can get more info online at rwchemical.com. Sky straight up on that first pitch on over to White. McGinty on over to Carter Kelly. One pitch, one swing, and there's that first down of this inning. Heavens to Betsy's, man. Ray Smorky is just having himself a amazing game here for the Nationals already. It's just been consistent 5 innings so far of amazing play from Morky without really any blemishes on his name. He's only given up 2 hits. And that's really nitpicking if you want to say those 2 hits could have been turned around as that one's in there. Strike number 1 to Luke Hamilton, who grounded out in his first plate appearance. As Morky will shake off a few signs that he gets from McIntyre. Likes that one. Now here comes the 0-1 to Hamilton. Ooh, just skirting that zone. Bit outside, ball 1 from Morky. He's up to only 43 pitches here in the top of the 5th inning. 26 strikes, 17 balls. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a more perfect start for the young man, Ray Morky. That one skied up on over to Johnson, though, in center. He easily gets under it, and again, another easy out for the Nationals. Man, they're just putting them up and putting them down on the defensive side here today. It's just one of those things where you sit there and you say what it could have been if the Nationals got a run across last inning with the bases loaded. You know, again, talked about how it's super important with the way this game has gone and being a pitching duel. Any run at any point would be backbreaking for either side, as that one is swung on to Jack Polk at second. Easy glove to first, and that's another 3 up, 3 down for Ray Morky. Have yourself a day, Mr. Ray Morky, as we now head to the bottom of the 5th inning. I know, we're flying through this game. Nationals once again are looking to continue what they had last inning and get some runners in scoring position and maybe, just maybe, take their first lead. When we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NordPlatPost.com.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water? Honey, I think we need a plumber. Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
With a whole lot of things being so expensive these days, you'll be surprised to know you can buy an RV for under $20,000. The Sunray Travel Trailers at Larry's RV in North Platte. Sunrays give you the opportunity to enjoy the outdoors while still enjoying some home comforts like AC, water, heater, refrigerator, and stovetops. Just some of the features you'll find in a Sunray. Plus, Sunrays are lightweight and most can even be pulled with a car. Stop in today and see the Sunray 129 and 149 models and the Sunray Light 16 HP at Larry's RV in North Platte.
Go back here to Duncan Field. Nationals tied with Beatrice once more as we are in the bottom of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors for X marks Beatrice. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the FNBO Nationals. As again up to bat here, Dean McIntyre for his second time. He struck out swinging in his first plate appearance. It's a 1-1 count. How will we make that 1-2 as he fouls that down third base side? Thank you again to our sponsors here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Kevin McGann with the Fortify Group, helping Nebraska farmers, families, and businesses for more than 50 years. As well as our premier video sponsor, Allo Communications. Allo has packages that let you experience fast, reliable fiber internet. A ground ball to the third baseman on over to first to Gage Wolter in time for the easy out. Number 1 of this bottom of the 5th for the Nationals. Again, Allo Communications, who is our premier video sponsor, has packages that let you experience fast, reliable fiber internet, fiber TV, and fiber phone online at allofiber.com. Following the ground out from Dean McIntyre, Ray Morky now comes up to bat against Tegmeyer as that first pitch is too high Ball number 1. Morkey struck out swinging in his first plate appearance. Again, took that ball right off of his hand when he was up pitching. Hitting as he disguised that one, a blooper on over to Hamilton, and he grabs it at second, and there's 2 up and 2 down here for the Nationals in the bottom of the 5th. I mean, my good heavens, we are just witnessing an absolute pitching slaughterfest between these two teams, where Morkey and Tegmeyer are just not letting anything up at the moment. And now it's a 2-out opportunity for Andrew Brocious to not only get back in rhythm with his hitting, but also give the Nationals an opportunity to get back and take the lead for the first time here, as he was looking for the bunt, but pulls back for ball number 1. It's a 1-0 count. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-1 on Andrew Brocious, as he flew out in his first plate appearance here today against Parker Tegmeyer. Was up to 74 pitches now for Beatrice. The pitch. Once more, another bunt attempt from Brocious as he pulls back. It's 2-1 the count now. Again, Brocious with his speed looking to apply the bunt to get on to first safely, as the third baseman Trey Henning is in the infield. Next pitch. Too low. Ball 3 now to 1. Andrew Brocious we're looking potentially at the first walk of this ball game from Tegmeyer. The 3-1. Swing and a miss from Brocious for strike number 2, and now we're at a full count. 3-2 with 2 down here in this bottom of the 5th. As he steps back in, he's ready to rock and rumble. Here comes the 3-2. That's high, ball 4, and there's the first walk of this ball game for the side of Parker Tegmeyer, as now Brocious takes his position at first base. And now, again, the Nationals have some speed on the base paths to see what they can do with it. Johnson on to the batting box now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout as he grounds that one up the middle for, is it going to be a base hit? The throw to first, it's not going to be in time, so it is going to be a base hit for the Nationals. An infield single from Caden Johnson, and now we have 2 runners on with 2 down. As now, what can Jack Polk do with it? He walked in his last plate appearance, so I already jinxed it and I already gave you the wrong answer. I failed the test. That's the second walk of the day to, at the time it was Brocious, as now Polk comes up to bat. He walked in his first plate appearance. Struck out swinging in his first, and then walked in his second. Hits that one, off the glove of Tegmeyer. Can Polk get there in time to first? He does not, and that is how the inning will come to an end yet again, as Tegmeyer had it bounce off of his glove, but he was able to get there in time and throw it on to first for out number 3, and we're going to head to the top of the 6th, once again tied 0-0 with Race Morkey back at it when we come back here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Swing into the season by calling Linda Meyer Law for all your legal needs. Our lineup consists of all-star caliber attorneys: Bob Lindemeyer, Amanda Spiker, Kent Florum, Kent Turnbull, and rookie sensations Victoria Hervey and Natalie Hoffman. When life gets to the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs, we'll step up to the plate and hit a home run for you. Call Linda Meyer Law, 534-6740. That's Linda Meyer Law, 534-6740.
Now the weather is warmer, it's time to dust off your golf clubs and head out to River's Edge Golf Club in North Platte. With beautifully maintained lush greens and breathtaking views, River's Edge offers a modern course that is perfect for golfers of all skill levels. But that's not all. After your game, swing into another round sports bar for some amazing food and drinks. You'll find something for everyone on their menu, from juicy burgers to crisp salads and refreshing drinks. River's Edge is open to the public, so anyone can come and enjoy the fun.
Welcome back here to Duncan Field. Nationals tied up once again. We're still tied up here, everybody. Can't believe it. We're here in the top of the 6th inning between Beatrice and the Nationals, and it's 0-0 with each team having a combined 4 hits together. That's right. Through both teams, 4 hits combined, 2 apiece, as Tegmeyer will sky that one on over down the third base side fair, and with that, that is a single. Might I stand corrected? That's now the 3rd hit of this game for Beatrice, and the first hit that's been given up by Race Morkey in about 2 innings. So I just had to say something, didn't I? I just had to say something, didn't I? As now Tegmeyer's on at first base to bring up Jackson Blackburn to the base pads. He walked in his first plate appearance, then skied out to Caden Johnson in his second. He's 0-1 today. Tegmeyer at first for Beatrice as Morkey delivers. That pitch bounces away from McIntyre, but it's not going to be far enough to move Tegmeyer on over to second, so it's a 1-0 count. Nobody out, one on, being the pitcher Tegmeyer at first for Beatrice. For their first time in quite some time, they've had a runner on the base pads against Race Morkey. Skied on straight up. It's coming into left field territory as underneath it gets Brocious, and he gloves it for out number one. After giving up that single, we're right back into the Race Morkey action as he gets another nice pop-up out, and there's one down to bring up Colin Magnol now to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. Flew out in his first plate appearance and then grounded out in his second. Still has Tegmeyer on over at first. No action in the Beatrice bullpen. No action in the North Platte bullpen. As Morkey takes a glance at first once more and will deliver it in. In there, strike number one. Still really good control. And I think what's really important here is great velocity as well. So he hasn't really overdid himself with his pitches. He's up to 49 so far, 31 strikes, 18 balls, and he's still got some velocity behind his fastball. A pickoff attempt will get Tegmeyer back as he does so successfully. And now it's 0-1 into Magnol. The pitch. High. The throw on over to first, though, will get Tegmeyer back. That's ball number one. Following Magnol, it's Max Reeson and Connor Hamilton for the side of Beatrice. As here comes Race Morkey's now 1-1 pitch. Wait, that's way outside. That slipped a little bit away from him. Now it's 2-1 the count. Again, I personally would love to see Race Morkey go the complete game, to have back-to-back complete games. But the Nationals so far against Parker Tegmeyer struggling to find any production. The pitch. Skied on over to left field, and it'll fall foul behind us and over to the train tracks. That's now 2-2 the count to Magnol. Can Race Morkey do it? 2-2 the count. Tegmeyer on over at first base for Beatrice. The pitch. Off speed, too high. There's ball three to Magnol. Morkey does not want to walk Magnol here and put two on for Beatrice. As here comes the 3-2 pitch from Race Morkey. Chopper, that's going to go foul down the third base side. Just barely chipped foul on the last hop. So now we'll still stay at 3-2 the count. Just an unbelievable game here between Tegmeyer and Race Morkey, only giving up a combined 3 hits overall between the two. Or excuse me, 6 total hits. Got to do my math. I'm not good at math, I guess. Swung on. Could be a double play opportunity. Polk to second, to first. Not going to be in time as Magnol will make his way to first. But it will get the easy tag out at second base as Magnol reaches on the fielder's choice. And now up to bat with 2 down, Max Reese. Reese being one of the lone batters for Beatrice who has gotten a hit. He singled in his first plate appearance to right field, and after that flew out to Caden Johnson in his second. Magnol's on over at first. He does have speed and is a steal threat for Beatrice. As a pickoff attempt, ooh, they're going to say he's safe on over at first. Late call from the infield umpire as Magnol almost got tagged out. First pitch looking to come in from Race Morkey as he delivers. High at the letters, but not there. Ball number one. That pitch has been there all day in the zone, but so far that one just a bit too high. It's ball one. 2 down here in this top of the 6th inning. Runner on over at first is Magnol. As Morkey will take another glance, and he'll get ready to fire away. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, but a pickoff attempt once more. Gonna say he's safe. Once again, Race Morkey just barely flirting with getting the final out with Magnol at first. Another pickoff that just falls a smidge too short. As now the 1-0 goes in. It's there in the zone. Strike number 1, 1-1. That's right down the middle. Beautiful pitch from Race Morkey. And again, it's just so tough to sit here and watch from a fan standpoint because the Nationals have just played so well today. Just the hitting has just not come up to snuff. They've had opportunities but just couldn't convert. And now Magnol's caught in the pickle. It was bound to happen with the way he's been playing on over at first. And now this should be the easy final out as Morkey tags him. And just like that, the third out, he finally is able to get that tag and pick off at first base. And that is how this inning will come to an end for the Nationals as we now head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Can they finally get something together on the base pads and the hitting department against Parker Tegmeyer when we come back here? FM 98.1, AM 1410, and you know, as always, live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See me, Pete Foltz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln for your next vehicle. Look online 24/7 at BillSummers.com. Bill Summers is Western Nebraska's leasing headquarters, and they have aggressive financing to get you into the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Check out all the inventory at BillSummers.com anytime. Bill Summers Ford, Honda, Nissan, Lincoln, where families are our business. Highway 83 and Walker Road in North Platte, and online 24/7 at BillSummers.com.
Here we go, everybody. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. The Nationals have an opportunity to put something together here against Parker Tegmeyer. He's up to 80 pitches, 51 strikes, and 29 balls. He's against Carson Johnson again here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Our sixth inning brought to you in part by Kevin McGann, the Fortify Group. Check out his new location, 621 South Dewey, Sweet Pea Skied, straight up to right field with Wyatt McGinty. It's going to be Max Reese who will get there under it and collect the first out of this inning. As Johnson flies out to center field. And there's one down in this bottom of the sixth. Unbelievable. I just can't believe how these two teams have just come out and absolutely dominated each other from the mound. And really, I'm talking about how the Nationals are just kicking themselves with the bases loaded, being unable to bring a single run home. And how impactful that has been. As Tegmeyer delivers to Carter Kelly for his first pitch at the knees for ball number 1. Also, thank you to our sponsors for today's game, Wicked Fast. You can see, you're looking for a fuel stop that's Wicked Fast and easy to use. Well, then head over to Wicked Fast, the most advanced gas station in town. As Carter Kelly skies that into right field for a base hit. And there's now the fourth hit of this game for the Nationals, and finally they'll get a runner on. It's Kelly on over at first. With one out here, and up being Tristan Byer, hit by a pitch in his last plate appearance, and then rounded out in his first. Again, talking about Wicked Fast, if you're again looking for the most advanced and Wicked Fast gas station in town, head over to Wicked Fast, conveniently located across from the Do-It Center in North Platte. So Carter Kelly's on over at first base. He got to second in his last single by a pass to ball as Byer skies that one right behind me for strike number 1. And then again, Carter Kelly had an opportunity to bring maybe a run home for the Nationals, but he got thrown out trying to steal third base. With Byer being able to get his bat on the ball to, do something, as that's going to be bounced off the face mask of catcher Connor Hamilton after it was fouled off of Byer. As now it's an 0-2 count. As here comes the pitch. 0-2. Oh, outside. Ball 1. 1-2 the count. Good to see. 1-2 now the count 2. Tristan Byer, Carter Kelly's at first. Nationals finally another opportunity to maybe bring a run home or get some sort of momentum going on the base pads. 1-2 the count as Tegmeyer delivers. High and outside, ball 2. It's 2-2 the count now. Oh, this is just getting intense. I hope you got your popcorn ready because it could explode at any moment. 2-2 at the moment. Carter Kelly at first with one down. Byer looking to move him on up. As Tegmeyer will glance at Carter Kelly. Not too long of a leadoff for the big man. 2-2. Oh, my good heavens, just outside. Ball 3. Whew, that one got my heart racing because it looked like it was just in the zone from my position. But he calls it ball 3. It's 3-2. Byer could walk here and add more pressure to the Beatrice pitching squad. 3-2. Tegmeyer will deliver. There goes Carter Kelly. Swung on, popped up, but fouled right behind me for another 3-2 count we're just about to sit at. 3-2 with one out. Carter Kelly at first. Tegmeyer ready. He gets the sign from Hamilton. The 3-2. High ball 4, and there goes Tristan Byer on over to first. There's now 2 runners on for the Nationals with only one out. And here comes Landon Greeno. He struck out swinging 2 times already in today's game. Last time up, the bases were loaded, and he unfortunately just could not convert. Struck out swinging, and now he's going to have an opportunity as we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in for Carter Kelly. It's going to be Blaze Zeiler. I'm kind of shocked that Zeiler didn't already check in for Carter Kelly when Kelly was at first, but now we could be looking at a situation where Greeno is going to lay the bunt down, and they're going to move both runners to second and third to bring up Dean McIntyre. That's what I'm hypothesizing right now is with Zeiler going in, Greeno's going to probably try to lay the bunt down, which he's done so beautifully all this entire season. Now we're going to move both runners up and maybe even get Greeno on to first base. Again, it's been such a thing. It's been such a almost automatic thing for Landon Greeno. When you've told him he needs to bunt, he has just been automatic in putting it down and moving the runners. And with one out, can he do it again here? Tegmeyer glances at second to Zeiler and delivers. He's going to lay the bunt down. He pulls back. And there's ball number 1 into Landon Greeno. Again, talked about it. I hypothesized it. That's what looks like is going to be happening. It's 1 ball, no strikes to the big man Greeno. Byer at first. Zeiler at second. Oh, it's going to bounce off the glove. We don't even need the bunt anymore as both runners are going to advance on over to second and third. The pitch was too tight inside and it bounced away from Connor Hamilton. And now the runners are in scoring position at third and second now for Greeno with another opportunity. Will he swing, though? Infield playing to the grass, expecting a bunt. Greeno can go swinging. It's a 2-0 count, potentially. Here comes the 2-0 to Greeno. He lays the bunt down beautifully, but it's foul down the third base side. Strike number 1. A little too much mustard behind that bunt. Just a little angled it too far, and it would have been easily gloved up by Trey Henning, which probably would have got Greeno out and maybe been difficult for Zeiler to get home, but it's 2-1 to Landon Greeno with, again, 2 strikeouts on the day for him. He's got Byer at second and Zeiler at third. Here comes the pitch. Outside there to the pitcher Greeno as Tegmeyer now in a 3-1 count to Landon Greeno. 2 runners in scoring position. Maybe this is the time for the Nationals that they were hoping for. 3-1. He's going swinging. He pops it up. Oh, but he fouls it off. And now it's 3-2 the count to Landon Greeno. With 2 on and 1 out. They're both in scoring position at second and third. Second best opportunity for the Nationals to score all day. 3-2. Oh, it's in there. Strike 3 around the knees, and down he goes looking. And there's out number 2. As down goes Landon Greeno. So now we're down to the last out of this bottom of the sixth and potentially the last opportunity for the Nationals to score here in this sixth inning with McIntyre. Oh! Man, that was high and tight inside around his face. Ball number one, and man, we're almost so close. McIntyre's 0 for 2 today. Struck out swinging in his first plate appearance and grounded in his second. Oh, big swing and a miss. I mean, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I can't. This is some popcorn level stuff here as it's 1-1 to McIntyre. Again, 2 runners in scoring position with 2 down. Tegmeyer delivers. Oh, just fell off the bat of Dean McIntyre. It's 1-2 the count now for the Nationals. 1-2 with 2 down. As here comes that pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. Down goes McIntyre, and the inning comes to an end. The Nationals yet again an opportunity to score, and they couldn't get past Parker Tegmeyer, and we now head to the top of the 7th inning with the Nationals at the moment once again tied up here with Beatrice. 0-0. When we come back here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
A whole lot of things being so expensive these days, you'll be surprised to know you can buy an RV for under $20,000. The Sunray Travel Trailers at Larry's RV in North Platte. Sunrays give you the opportunity to enjoy the outdoors while still enjoying some home comforts like AC, water, heater, refrigerator, and stovetops. Just some of the features you'll find in a Sunray. Plus, Sunrays are lightweight and most can even be pulled with a car. Stop in today and see the Sunray 129 and 149 models and the Sunray Light 16 HB at Larry's RV in North Platte.
Planning a special event, whether it be a wedding, concert, sporting event, convention, or anything else, the DNN Event Center can handle it all. The DNN Event Center is the biggest event center in North Platte. This building is perfectly suited for anything from small gatherings to major events. Rent just one small room or book the entire facility. The choices are endless at the DNN Event Center, your home for exciting events, special moments, and precious memories. Call today to make your reservation at 534-0255.
Welcome back here, everybody, to Duncan Field. It's still a 0-0 ball game as we have now entered the top of the 7th inning. Race Morkey is still on the mound for the Nationals here as he'll be facing off against Max Reese, Connor Hamilton, and Trey Henning for Beatrice. Again, our top of the 7th brought to you in part by Kevin McGann and the Fortify Group. You can check out Kevin McGann, the Fortify Group, his new location, 621 South Dewey, Suite B, alongside Willow Creek Embroidery. New location, new owner. Check out Robert and the crew at 1620 East 4th, Suite 120, right by the Garys. As Morkey will now be facing off against Max Reese for the 3rd time here today. Reese so far 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out as that first pitch into Reese is there for strike number 1. It's 0-1 the count. Morkey once again into his delivery and the stretch and delivers. Oh, no, that's going to bounce off of Max Reese, and there's the first hit by pitch for Race Morkey today, and he's going to move Reese on over to first. For Beatrice now to have a runner on the base pads here in the top of the 7th inning. Neither squad really, well, for the Nationals, they've had plenty of chances to really get scores to come across. Beatrice just, to be fair, hasn't had one opportunity really. They had a runner at second, but haven't had a real prime opportunity to bring him home. As Reese is ready to rock and roll, and now here comes Connor Hamilton. He's flown out 2 times today. One to Jack Polk at second, and then second to Caden Johnson in center. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Reese steal here or Hamilton trying to lay the bunt down. As Morkey picks off, well, tries to pick off Reese, but he gets back in time. Again, it's pretty expected that we're going to be seeing most certainly the bunt here from Hamilton to move Reese. As Morkey, another pickoff will almost get Max Reese at first, but he'll get back safely. Still, nothing is the score. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for Beatrice. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Nationals as that pitch, too high around the letters. Ball number 1 to Hamilton. Max Reese is on over at first base for Beatrice. their first, again, runner in a long time on the base paths. The 1-0 pitch from Morkey once more is too high. It's 2-0 the count now to Connor Hamilton from Race Morkey. 2-0 the count. Nobody out. One runner on for Mark Beatrice. Morkey likes his sign he gets from McIntyre. Delivers the 2-0 pitch, but he'll pick off a 10. Max Reitz, but he gets back. Again, the Nationals have had so many opportunities. Another quick pickoff attempt that gets Reese back. Morkey's trying super hard because he knows what's coming in the near future. Reese trying to steal the second. 2-0. Ooh, that off-speed down low, ball 3. Morkey now facing a potential walk of Connor Hamilton here with a 3-0 count. Nobody out and one on. Morkey delivers. That bounce back pitch is in there. Strike number 1. It's exactly what Morkey needed. It's 3-1 the count now. Nobody out. Max Reese is on at first base after he was hit by a pitch. Here comes Morkey as he will pick off once again. Max Reese, is it there? Oh my good heavens, it's so close again. Greeno almost getting the tag on Max Reese. He is just getting, we're so close here. Once again to Morkey getting the tag on Reese. And it's a 3-1 count now. We'll make that 4-1 as he's going to walk the batter. And now there's 2 runners on for Beatrice with nobody out. And now here comes head coach Ricky Holmes, I would assume, to talk with his pitcher Morkey, who's just had a fantastic game. And if it was to end this way, I would be just as mad I'd be just as upset as head coach Ricky Holmes and Race Morkey would be, because it has been a spectacular game from the young man himself. He's only given up 3 hits total today against Beatrice. He's going for the complete game right now, having himself a fantastic showing on the mound, but just the offense has not been able to produce anything to help him. And the thing is, they've had plenty of opportunities with the bases loaded, 2 runners on at second and third, and a favorable count in terms of outs, but just been unable to really convert it. So now up to bat, here comes Trey Henning. He's flown out twice, both to Jack Polk in today's game, as they try to do the pickoff, but Morkey throws it into the dirt. Accidentally, they'll get Reese back. Following Henning, it's going to be Wyatt McGlinty and then Luke Hamilton for Beatrice. And I think the home plate umpire is going to go talk with head coach for Beatrice and talk about if it's a balk. As they're going to have quite a discussion with it. And we're still going to keep it, I assume. And we will keep it as no balk. So now, still 2 runners on. Max Reese at second with Connor Hamilton for Beatrice at first. Nobody out. That's the scary thing. Nobody out here for Mark Beatrice. At the pitch from Morkey. Go around the numbers, but not in for ball 1. Pitch has been called right there every single time, but that time, not so much. So right now, it's 1-0 the count from Race Morkey to Trey Henning. Again, nobody's warming up in the bullpen for the Nationals, so if they were to go to the bullpen, it would be somebody, quote-unquote, cold. It would probably be somebody in the infield. The pitch. That's in there. Strike number 1 on a pitch inside. I don't want to say it, but that might have been a little bit of a makeup call. It's 1-1 the count with nobody out. 2 runners are on for Beatrice. This is really their first real big opportunity to get runs across, with Reese at second and Hamilton at first. For quite a long time since they've had 2 runners on the base paths. As Morkey delivers. Swing and a miss from Henning. Strike number 2. Morkey looking for the first out of this top of the 7th. Heavens to Betsy's. I don't think my heart's not going to be able to take this game any longer. It's 1-2 the count. Morkey looking for the first down. He delivers. Oh no, that's going to get away from Dean McIntyre. And that's going to advance both runners into scoring position at second and third. It just slipped away from Morkey. Held on a bit too long, and because of that, Reese, as well as Hamilton, are now at second and third in a 2-2 count. Oh my good heavens, not like this. Morkey is up to 67 pitches, 39 strikes, and 28 balls. Needs to get out of this inning. The pitch, that's fouled off the bat of Henning, so we'll still stay at 2-2 the count. Following at Henny, Wyatt McGlinty, and then Luke Hamilton. Nobody out, 2 runners on for Beatrice at second and third base. They're in their first real prime scoring position since the first inning, really, as Morkey delivers. That one skied into center field. That'll most certainly bring 1 run home if it's caught by Johnson. He does glove it. Tagging up goes Reese. He comes home, and the scoreless streak is officially ended here in the top of the 7th with a sacrifice fly from Trey Henning. And there's the first out, but the run does come home. And now it's 1-0 in favor of Beatrice. Here in the top of the 7th with 1 out. As McGlinty now up to bat as Morkey's pitch is down low. Ball 1, it's 1-0 to McGinty. Again, infield playing close to the grass, thinking a bunt. 1-0. Right back in the zone, strike number 1 from Race Morkey. Morkey looking to go again, the complete game, but so far it's now 1-0 in favor of Beatrice as he rockets that on past Carson Johnson's glove, and another one comes across that just barely skirts past his glove. It's now 2-0 in favor of Beatrice here in the top of the 7th inning, as McGinty now is up as he gets on to first, and up now comes Luke Hamilton for Beatrice. One out still here in this top of the 7th. It's Morkey going to try to find his way out of this inning as Hamilton tries to lay the bunt down and fouls it down the third base side for strike number 1. Oh, man, it hurts because, you know, as a fan, you're just watching Race Morkey put up such a performance today and then have it all just kind of here in this last inning come just barely apart, just so smallly at the seams. And now it's 2-0 in favor of Beatrice here. Again, head coach Ricky Holmes going to still stick it with Morkey in this game to see if he can find the final 2 outs as he delivers. Off speed is popped foul, and it will fall into the stands. Almost hitting a bird. It's now 0-2 the count to Luke Hamilton. Oh, man. Oh, so tough. There's still plenty of game left for the Nationals to come back here in the bottom of the 7th. Trail 2-0 here to Beatrice. McGinty on over at first. Delivery. Oh, it's going to bounce off the head of Luke Hamilton, and on over he goes to first, and there's now 2 runners on for, once again, the side of Beatrice. Again, nobody warming up in the bullpen for the Nationals. Gage Wolter now up to bat. He's 0 for 2 today. Flew out in his first plate appearance to the side of Carter Kelly, then grounded out in his second at Jack Polk. 2 runners on. Another pitch that's tied up in the zone. Close to his face. Ball number 1 from Morkey to Wolter. Again, don't know where coach is going to go pitching-wise. He would love for Morkey to finish this game. As that pitch is in there, strike number 1. It's 1-1 the count to Wolter now. There is a forced out at third and second, well, and first, except for home. You know, forced out at any other plate but home if Wolter grounds it. As Morkey will like the sign he gets from Dean McIntyre. Take a glance at second twice and deliver. Oh, down low, going to sneak a little bit away from Dean McIntyre, but not far enough to advance the runners. 2-1 the count now. Morkey's up to 79 pitches, 46 strikes, and 33 balls here in this ball game. Luke Luke Hamilton at first. Wyatt McGinty on over at second. The pitch. That one skied in the left field. Brocious is going back at it. He'll sit there and he'll glove it for out number 2. The bounce back pitches from Morkey to collect the second out of this setting, and now we're down to the final out for Beatrice here, potentially in this ball game, as it's Parker Tegmeyer, the pitcher up to bat. He's 1 for 2. He singled down the third base line in his last plate appearance, struck out swinging in his first. It's a 2-0 lead for Beatrice. The Nationals will get an opportunity to come back in the bottom of the seventh, if we get there. So we have Morkey's pitch down low, ball 1 to Tegmeyer. Following Tegmeyer, Jackson Blackburn, and then Colin Mangle. Want to know the count. Morkey glances at second again. Here comes his pitch. That's once more down low. It's ball 2, 2-0 to Tegmeyer. Just needs one out, Morkey does. And that elusive final out that has plagued not just this Nationals team sometimes, but also any North Platte team when it comes to baseball and softball. But I say that he bounces back with a very, very good fastball down the middle for strike number 1. It's 2-1 the count now to Tegmeyer. Hamilton, Luke Hamilton at first. Wyatt McGinty at second. Morkey's 2-1. Swung on and fouled off the bat of Tegmeyer for strike number 2. It's 2-0 the count now, or 2-2 the count. Either side has collected 4 hits in this ball game, 8 combined. So it's been a fantastic pitching day for both Morkey and Tegmeyer. As now it's a 2-2 count. Morkey looking for the final strike and final out. He delivers. Ooh, tight inside. There's ball 3, and now we could be looking at the bases loaded if Morkey walks Tegmeyer. Wouldn't want to do that. He would love to get the out. Here comes his 3-2 pitch, but he'll step off and try to pitch back out to McGinty. As the pitch. And there's strike 3! And that is how the inning will come to an end. And just like that, though, unfortunately for the Nationals, 2 runs did come across for Beatrice. And it's now a 2-0 lead as we enter the bottom of the 7th inning, the last inning of play for this squad here. Can they finally come home with the offense that has just been teetering on the edge of getting something going, as we'll have actually a pinch hitter coming in. Race Morkey will be pinch hitting for the Nationals. Well, not Race Morkey, excuse me. It's going to be Ty Hannibor will be pinch hitting when we come back here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
We all try to prepare for life's what-ifs, but what happens if those uncertainties become a reality? I'm Stephen Rhodes, and as your local farmer's insurance agent, I'm here for you. I can help you determine the coverage that fits your needs. When you have questions about insurance, turn to me, Stephen Rhodes, with Farmers Insurance. I'm proud to sponsor tonight's game. Go Bulldogs! Find me, Stephen Rhodes, at 102 North Dewey.
We are farmers.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
Welcome back here to the last potential inning of play for the Nationals here, trailing 2-0 to Beatrice. As we have a new pitcher on the mound, Max Reese will be taking over for Parker Tegmeyer, who now moves on over to third base. It's 2-0, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors for the side of Beatrice. No runs on 4 hits, no errors for the Nationals, as Ty Hanneborg will be pinch hitting for Race Morkey here in this ball game against Max Reese for the first time. Hanneborg picked up his first hit in game number 1 against Gretna. Now be facing off against Max Reese here in this ball game as Reese's first pitch is down low, ball 1. Hanneborg again, a speed throw on the pads. If he gets there, it's now 2 straight pitches outside the zone from Reese. It's 2-0 the count now. Nationals would love to get this game back in their favor, trailing by 2 as Reese delivers. How about we make that ball 3 from Max Reese? It's 3-0 the count from Reese. Still surprised he wouldn't have thrown Tegmeyer back in with how well he's been doing. Make that, oh, that just barely sneaks in on the inside part of the zone. Strike number 1. So it's 3-1 the count for Max Reese to Hanneborg as he delivers. Driven into center field, it's going to fall for a base hit. There's Ty Hanneborg picking up his second hit of this tournament, and he's on over at first for the Nationals, and here they come. The Nationals the other way with it now, looking to put together the pieces to tie this game and potentially win it. Hanneborg's on over at first base. With now Andrew Brocious up to bat, he walked in his second plate appearance. Would love to record a hit and continue this game as Max Reese bounces back with a strike down the middle. It's 0-1 the count. Hanneborg is a steal threat, so Reese will have to keep an eye out. As Reese will get the sign from Connor Hamilton and step off. Is it going to be a balk? I mean, he stepped off and stepped back on. I guess not. As that's going to bounce in the dirt. Get away for the catcher. Hamilton the throw to second. Not in time. It gets into center field. And with that, Hanneborg will successfully get on over to second on the passed up ball. So no balk needed as Hanneborg's on over at second now. So it's a 1-1 count to Andrew Brocious. With Max Reese now back up, ready to rock and roll. Not having the greatest performance so far. Coming in relief for Tegmeyer. The pitch. Ooh, that is low inside. There's ball 2 to Brocious. It's 2-1 the count now. If Brocious gets on, the game-winning plate will be at the game-winning run will be at the plate. Reese glances at second and delivers. That's going to bounce back in. Strike 2. It's 2-2 the count now. Brocious again having a kind of a cold streak in his last 2 weeks of play. Would love to finally break out of it here with a single up the middle to move Hanneborg. Here comes Max Reese's pitch as Brocious calls time. And Reese will step off. Nationals have a runner in scoring position. Hanneborg at second. So he's looking to score, and the Nationals put their first run up in this ball game here in the bottom of the seventh and start the comeback, trailing by 2. It's a 2-2 count to Brocious as Max Reese fires. Swung on, it'll bouncer back to the pitcher, Reese. He gloves it, the first in time, so there's one out here. But Hanneborg makes his way to third and is a few steps closer to scoring. As now, here comes Caden Johnson, singled in his last plate appearance to center. Would love to score Hanneborg from third and at least cut this lead down to 1. That pitch from Reese down low. There's ball number 1. It's a 2-0 game at the moment. Both runs coming in the top of the 7th for Beatrice. As Reese, once again, from the windup delivers. Well, it's going to get past the catcher, so 1 run will score. It's going to be Hanneborg. Does he do so? Oh, they're going to say he's out at home. Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh, unbelievable. Oh, my gosh, did Hanneborg look like he got his hand on the home plate? They're going to say at the wild pitch, he didn't get home, and with 2 down, there's no runners on, so the scoring opportunity for the Nationals comes to an end right there with Hanneborg getting tagged out. I can't believe it. It's a 2-0 count into Johnson, and what was a potential way for the Nationals to get back into this game is now vaporized. 3-0 with a count to Johnson as Reese delivers. Back into the zone, strike 1. And that's not even a bad read from Ty Hanneborg. It's just a great throw from Connor Hamilton to get it to Max Reese in time. The 3-1. Bounce back. 3-2 is the count now with 2 down. 3-2 with 2 outs. Following Johnson, Jack Polk, and then Carson Johnson. The 3-2! Down in the dirt, ball 4, and with that, Johnson makes his way on over to first with 2 down. Oh my good heavens, unbelievable. I don't know how head coach Ricky Holmes kept the top on, and after that one, I would have gone and argued that call because it looked without a certain of a doubt that Ty Handelborg got home before the tag did. But now, up comes Jack Polk, grounded out in his last plate appearance, walked in his second, but struck out swinging in his first. He's 0 for 2 today. Swings and pops it sky high to center field. Onwards comes Luke Hamilton, and it'll be gloved up, though, by Trey Henning, and the ball game is over. The Nationals, after going 2-0 on the first day, unfortunately fall here in the second day. 2-0 to Beatrice, and now move to 2-1 overall here in the Kearney Hastings tournament. Unbelievable how this game just comes to an end like that. After a run home from Ty Handelborg, he gets called out, sliding into home plate. And the Nationals fall here 2-0 after an amazing performance from Race Morkey on the mound. And the Nationals go 2-1 now in the Kearney Hastings tournament. And that ends their day here today, where they'll be back tomorrow, though, at 12:30 to take on another team. But just unbelievable how this game just comes to an end like that. Oh, heartbreaking. We're going to step aside and take a break. When we come back, quick stop post-game show right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Allo is turning 20 this year, and we plan to celebrate all year long. Since 2003, Allo has vowed to put customers first and deliver a drastically different experience. No matter where you live, work, or play, we believe you deserve an affordable, secure, and reliable connection. We're proud to have served our businesses and residents with seriously fast fiber optic service for 2 decades. Thank you for trusting Allo as your local internet, phone, and TV provider. Follow us on social media to know about the 20th anniversary celebrations in all our Allo communities.
Drew is enjoying the new ice cream sandwich from Runza.
I like to call it a cookie hugwich.
Huh?
Because it's really just 2 fresh baked chocolate chip cookies giving some chocolate vanilla twist ice cream a hug.
Oh.
Like the ice cream got a little sad and the cookies were like, oh, come here, buddy.
Well, that is adorable. Try Runza's new ice cream sandwich today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, do the right thing. That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
Mid-Plains Community College is the right choice to transform your future. With a variety of educational formats, including face-to-face, distance learning, online and hybrid options available, your future career is waiting for you. Fall classes begin on August 21st, so give us a call today at 800-658-4308 to get scheduled with an advisor. That's 800-658-4308, or visit our website at mpcc.edu.
CT Computer Services of North Platte has laptops for under $300 now in stock. If your computer is running slow, it probably needs a tune-up. Take it to CT Computer Services. The basic tune-up price is only $50 and save more on Tune-Up Tuesdays. CT Computer Services sells both new and refurbished desktops and laptops, and they have laptops for under $300 in stock now. See your IT guys at 905 South Willow or give them a call, 534-3628.
The game's in the books. Time for the post-game show on FM 98.1 and online at NorthPlattePost.com.
Welcome back here to Duncan Field, where the Nationals come up just a bit short here in day number 2 of the Kearney Hastings tournament, where they fall to Beatrice 2-0 in what was an absolute heartbreaker of a game. That's the only way I can describe it. Race Morkey had himself a career start. You know, it's one of those games where you just look at it and say, you know, this was a defining great moment in his life, and he was just absolutely on fire throughout this entire game, just putting them up, putting them down, left, right, center, you know, grounds out, pop-outs, doing everything he needed to do to get this victory for the Nationals from the mound, and just unfortunately kind of frayed at the seam by like a centimeter as he gave up 2 runs in the top of the 7th, and the Nationals just were unable to bring it back. I talked about all game with the way this pitching duel has been going, and all you needed was 1 or 2 runs to come across, and that was a game breaker, and this game would have been cracked wide open, and unfortunately it was cracked up wide open for the wrong side as the Nationals fall here in this third game to Beatrice 2-0. Again, it was 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, 4 left stranded for Beatrice, compared to no runs, 5 hits, 8 left stranded for the Nationals. That's where the real kicker is. They had 8 runners left stranded, a good majority of them were in scoring position on the base pads, and just unfortunately they couldn't get it done, and they now move to 2-1 here in this Kearney Hastings tournament. And head coach Ricky Holmes talked about how yesterday they can win and lose against anybody here, and they can do so, but today was just, you know, all things are looking good for the Nationals. On the pitching side of things, their hitting just couldn't bring it together, which is the most shocking thing, because yesterday they were just hitting it across the yard and in Kearney, but here in Duncan, you get to Hastings, it's something different in the air at Hastings, and fortunately they just couldn't bring any home, and they fall in this one 2-0. We'll step aside again here in the Quick Stop post-game show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. Also, thank you to our sponsors, Lindemeyer Law. For all your legal needs, head to Lindemeyer Law. Attorneys Bob Lindemeyer, Amanda Spikert, Kent Florum, Kent Turnbull, and Victoria Hervey with Natalie Hoffman. Call Lindemeyer Law at 534-6740. We'll step aside and come back to more of the Quick Stop post-game show with our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game, and maybe head coach Ricky Holmes might make his way up here to talk about this game. We shall see when we come back here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Looking for a fuel stop that goes above and beyond? Well, look no further. Wicked Fast in North Platte is here to take your refueling experience to new heights. Jennifer and the crew at Wicked Fast believe that exceptional service makes all the difference. But they're not just about fueling your vehicle. If you're feeling hungry, grab a snack or a drink at Wicked Fast on North Highway 83 in North Platte. Conveniently located across the street from Do It Center. And have you downloaded the MyPhillips 66 app yet? You're missing out on amazing savings that'll make your gas bills much easier on your wallet.
Attention Toyota lovers. Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle or need top-notch service? Premier Toyota's got you covered. Their knowledgeable and friendly staff will help you find the perfect ride to fit your lifestyle and budget. Plus, their state-of-the-art service center is staffed with expert technicians who will keep your vehicle running like new. Visit Premier Toyota today and experience the best selection, service, and prices around. You won't be disappointed. Toyota, let's go places.
Planning a special event, whether it be a wedding, concert, sporting event, convention, or anything else, the DNN Event Center can handle it all. The DNN Event Center is the biggest event center in North Platte. This building is perfectly suited for anything from small gatherings to major events. Rent just one small room or book the entire facility. The choices are endless at the DNN Event Center, your home for exciting events, special moments, and precious memories. Call today to make your reservation at 534-0255.
With a whole lot of things being so expensive these days, you'll be surprised to know you can buy an RV for under $20,000. The Sunray Travel Trailers at Larry's RV in North Platte. Sunrays give you the opportunity to enjoy the outdoors while still enjoying some home comforts like AC, water, heater, refrigerator, and stovetops. Just some of the features you'll find in a Sunray. Plus, Sunrays are lightweight and most can even be pulled with a car. Stop in today and see the Sunray 129 and 149 models and the Sunray Light 16 HB at Larry's RV in North Platte.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Are you or a loved one in need of medical equipment to improve your quality of life? Look no further than Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment. Our state-of-the-art and affordable medical products are specifically designed to return your independence. From manual and power wheelchairs, mobility scooters, and lift chairs to walking aids, ramps, hospital beds, and bath safety products. We have everything you need to make your home a comfortable and safe place to live. We even provide CPAP and BiPAP equipment and supplies, as well as oxygen equipment and supplies. Call Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment today.
We all try to prepare for life's what-ifs, but what happens if those uncertainties become a reality? I'm Stephen Rhodes, and as your local farmer's insurance agent, I'm here for you. I can help you determine the coverage that fits your needs. When you have questions about insurance, turn to me, Stephen Rhodes, with Farmers Insurance. I'm proud to sponsor tonight's game. Go Bulldogs! Find me, Stephen Rhodes, at 102 North Dewey.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back here to the Quick Stop post-game show. 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop always open right around the corner. Nationals now 2-1 here in the Kearney Hastings tournament as they fall to Exmark Beatrice 2-0. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors for Beatrice. No runs on 4 hits. Should be 5 hits, no errors for the FNBO Nationals as they fall here in this game. They'll have one more game tomorrow, 12:30 here at Duncan Field, but how cursed Duncan Field is for this team, you wish you'd go back to Kearney at this point, because in Kearney, man, the Nationals were just hitting the ball off the cover every which way in center, and then they come here to Duncan Field, just like, I'm going to say like always, but the curse of Duncan Field strikes once again, and the Nationals just have been unable to find any production here on Duncan Field. It's just the craziest of things you think about. Duncan Field has kind of been a sore spot for this team. They've just been unable to really find any momentum offensively. But man, oh man, Ray Smorky, talk about a game from him. Complete game, 7-inning game. He gave up 2 earned runs on only 4 hits on 86 pitches. Unfortunately, though, those 2 runs coming in the top of the 7th when the Nationals just were trying to hold it together. And, I mean, when you talk about the runs that were given up, I mean, he just frayed just barely at the seam to allow those hits to come across and for the base runners to get on. And then, unfortunately, the balls just didn't break his way. Had a pop fly and then a passed up ball that scored 2 runs, and that's how the game did then come to an end for the Nationals. But that means Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the game will go to Ray Smorky, again completing the complete game. 7 total innings, 86 pitches with a 2 ERA, again only giving up those 2 earned runs. When money matters, talk to Marshall Doty as well as Mark Tillman, Ameriprise Financial Advisors in North Platte, Nebraska, about professional financial services. Ameriprise Financial Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. We'll see. We'll keep talking here a little bit, see if head coach Ricky Holmes will make his way up to the press box. Again, Nationals 2-1 here in the Kearney Hastings tournament so far. Again, they picked up the 2 victories on day number 1. It was pretty impressive. They won 6-4 over Gretna, even though that game really should have been 6-1, and it was an absolute blowout on the side of the Nationals. They did pick up that victory 6-4 in the end. Jack Polk almost made the complete game happen as he unfortunately gave up 3 runs in the top of the 7th, and that's when head coach Ricky Holmes did have to pull the plug, and he picks up Carter Kelly for 7 total pitches, and Kelly was then able to close down the rest of the way. Then in game number 2 for the Nationals, that was against Millard North Union Pizzeria. They took them down 4-2 behind a complete game from Carson Johnson. Got off to a little bit of a rocky start. He allowed a couple of hits and had some runners in scoring position for Millard North, but from that point on, just the rest of the way, didn't just give up anything. He only gave up, I believe, 6 total hits in that ball game, and of course, those only 2 runs that did come across for Millard North, and he had himself a strong day, and that pitching still continued into today where the Nationals, even though they fell 2-0 to Exmark Beatrice 2-0, they just, Ray Smorky again went with the complete game. That's now the 2nd game in a row the Nationals had a complete game. And they had the opportunities many of times to score in this game and tie it up or take the lead. They had the bases loaded at one point in this game. They had 2, I believe 3 times, where they had 2 runners in scoring position at 2nd and 3rd, and they were just unable to execute. And again, the situational hitting that has reared its ugly head every now and then for the Nationals reared its ugly head, and they were just unable to pull through and get those runs home, and because of that, they fall 2-0 here in Beatrice, and now are officially 2-1 on the Kearney Hastings tournament run, as it's just been so close. These games, even though the first day was spectacular, this game really could have gone either which way if one thing fell after another in the way that it probably, the Nationals and head coach Ricky Holmes were looking for, but unfortunately it did not, as they finished up their team meeting. All right, Coach, let's get on up here. Let's see if we can have a word with you. I really want to talk to him about that end of the game where Ty Hannibal got called out at home plate trying to come off of a passed-up ball. I would love to hear and see, from his point of view, because he had a clear line down third. I kind of had a line. It looked like Hannibal made it in pretty easily before the tag was made, but I have to see what, head coach Ricky Holmes saw when he makes his way up here. And that would have cut most certainly the lead to just one, but who knows if the Nationals, could have used that momentum and made it the rest of the way and put up the solid effort here. As again, they fall in this one 2-0 to Beatrice. All right, Coach. I lost him. I don't know where he went. I saw him for like 3 seconds, and then he disappeared. I wonder which way he went. Maybe he is making his way up here. He's going the long way? It's a good question. Which way did he take? Which way did he go? Where did he come from? Cotton Eye Joe. I'm sorry. But yeah, again, Nationals will play tomorrow. I will be here at Duncan Field. This time at 12:30 is the start time for this this fourth and final game for the FNBO Nationals. Again, they'll start time 12:30 tomorrow here at Duncan Field. Weather should be pretty good from what I saw. I don't think it's going to be, I want to say a concern, but it's not going to be a factor, which I think is really good, because I wouldn't say the weather was a factor today or yesterday, but there has been a couple of chances that it could have played a part in this game, though we'll have to find out. Head coach Ricky Holmes is still somewhere in the ether, waiting to see if he pops a head up or where he's at the moment. But man, oh man, I think overall, though, this might have been Ray Smorky's best game of his career. I think that's not, I wouldn't say that's a really hard thing to say because of how great it was, but I really do think this was Morkey's best overall effort, even though he did give up those 2 runs in the top of the 7th. As a collective effort overall through these 7 innings, 86 total pitches from Ray Smorky. He only had 36 balls compared to 50 strikes. It was pretty solid. It really was just encouraging, maybe is the word I want to use even more. It was super encouraging to see that because, this is the future of the team. With Ray Smorky, the young man coming up here, you got Jack Polk still again on the mound for the Nationals, maybe 1 or 2 more years. Got Ty Robinson. There's still so many. Dean McIntyre, again, we talked about he's a freshman. He can pitch too. He's been pitching in the juniors whenever he gets the opportunity to. So that is exactly what you love to see, are those young players getting the opportunities to make plays. And this time, Morkey stepped up when he had the opportunity. Just unfortunately, as a team collective unit, they couldn't bring it home for the side of the FNBO Nationals. Well, head coach will probably not be making his way up there, so we will step aside and we'll see you all here tomorrow as the Nationals will be playing again at 12:30 that time. We will see you all here live, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
Larry's Glass is better known and has over 40 years of experience in glass